Hello, and welcome to Spirit Among Us. I don't know how often you look around at the world, but it can be sad sometimes. There's so much destruction and pain, people hurting everywhere, it seems. And sometimes it looks like things are never going to get better, things are never going to change. We live in this world of darkness. This world is not perfect, it is far from it. And that can be very scary sometimes. But as Christians, we have something else. We have a hope that goes beyond just this world. We do live in a world of darkness, yes, that is true. But we are not of this world. Jesus told us this in John chapter 15, verse 19. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. You see, Jesus called us out of this world. Jesus chose us to be separate from this world, to the world of destruction and pain that we live in. He picked us out of this world. God chose you and me to be His people. We are not of this world. We are in the world, we are living here, but we are not of this world. We have the Holy Spirit living inside of us, God's presence in our lives. We have His power living in us. We are not our own anymore. And this place where we're living right now, this place we call home, isn't really our home. This place, Earth, is not our home. We are simply passing through. We have an everlasting home. We have a real home in heaven that will never fade, a one that provides hope, one that we can look towards all the time. John chapter 14, verse 2. These are Jesus' words here. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Jesus tells us here that in heaven, our real home, in that city up there, there are many rooms. There are many places. And He also tells us that He is preparing a place for us. Right now, Jesus is up in heaven. He is interceding, He is praying for us, but He is also preparing us a place to live. He's preparing us a home that will never fade, a place where we can dwell in the very presence of God forever, where we can experience the fullness of joy and hope and peace and love. Jesus is preparing that place right now. One day, we're going to join Him. One day, we're going to leave this earth. We're going to leave this world. He's going to bring us up to Himself in heaven. We are going to find ourselves in the very presence of Jesus. And we will live in the city He has made for us, in the places He has prepared specifically for us individually. God is just so amazing. So Jesus, think about this. Jesus comes down. He takes our place on the cross. He takes our sin and shame. He rises from the dead, conquers the grave, conquers death, ascends into heaven. So now we are forgiven. So He's already done all that. He's already done so much work, gone through so much pain for us. But now, even right now, He wants to keep working. He wants to keep doing things for us. He's up in heaven right now, making us a place to live. He's making us a place to live right now. How awesome is that? That Jesus is preparing a place for you. Specifically you. One that is designed perfectly for you, for all the different parts of your character. One that is perfect for you. He is making that room. That's an awesome thought by itself. But this idea of heaven is also completely out of this world. Truly is. Literally is. And amazing. Revelation 21:4. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. You see, when we really go home, when we finally get home in heaven, there will be no more pain. There will be no more crying, no mourning, no tears, no suffering. None of that. No death. It is all gone. And what a beautiful picture that paints for us. That God will wipe away our tears. There will be no more suffering. There will be no more suffering in heaven. In our true home, the ones God is preparing for us right now, where we'll one day join Him, it is perfect. That home is perfect. It will never fade away. It will never go away. So we always have that hope. So in this time, let us remember that we are just passing through. We are just passing through in this life, this earth, this place of destruction and pain and suffering is not our home. We do not live here. We are here right now, but only for a time. And when you really look in the grand scheme of things, in the scope of eternity, we're here but like a few minutes. This is not our home. So let us look to the hope of heaven, to that city that God is making for us, where there will be no more tears, no more suffering, the city that will never fade away.